Join the family. Support Nationwide 90 FM, the station that informs, entertains, and educates. Visit patreon.com/Nationwide News Network. That's patreon.com/Nationwide News Network. Nationwide Family Club, where you are family, because we see you as family.
It's the weekend and the youth are taking over the airwaves. Yes, we are the new voices and faces of the Talk Up You radio show. The voice of the Jamaican youth right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
After a busy week of work and school, come and wine with Jamaica's #1 youth radio show.
We're bringing you entertainment, fun facts, and staying true to youth development and advocacy.
Catch the action each and every Saturday as we roll out buzzy segments. What say you?
Youth for chat.
Life skills.
Global Connect. And Bust the Youth. That's the Talk Up Youth radio show. Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM.
Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie.
Talk Up Youth. Don't miss it.
Good God have mercy.
Every day brings its own pressure.
God have grace.
Noise, bills,
Lord have mercy.
stress. The things that weigh us down and affect our well-being. That's why Nationwide 90 FM has created Wellness, a daily program designed to guide your focus on your physical, mental, emotional, and financial health. Real conversations, trusted experts, practical advice. No judgment and no quick fixes. Just meaningful steps towards better living. Wellness. Weeknights from 7:30 to 8 p.m. Only on Nationwide 90 FM. Because progress is a process. It happens one day at a time.
Jamaica, our young people are world leaders, innovators, and game changers. They are creative, intelligent, bold, and they are champions. My youths, you have the power to transform Jamaica. Our country needs your ideas, your opinions, your solutions, and your support. Full time now, we kick out crime and violence, rape culture, unemployment, and all of the other problems in Jamaica land we love. I'm Empress Golding, encouraging all young people to come make we talk up, pan talk up radio. Go on with it, youths. Talk up youth. Myself a talk up youth.
Mastermind.
Pray every time I feel can't do no different. Swear me half a win, that's why I'ma try again. Pray every time I feel, cause God always a listen. One day I have to win, that's why I'ma try again. Send me working hard, why am I still struggling? Minimum wage can't cover my bills. Somebody tell me how I'm gonna live. Me might complain, but me not giving. I'll do it now, sure. Only me and God know how my day go. Oh, when me have to make a bad drive out of town, I'm pretty home, I want forgot the place and yes, me, Tanisha first starter. When me just start, me used to hear be laughter. But you me know say a time of the master. And everything I say I'm going do me, I go after. You see the free, that's why every day my OD. Just I get a girl from the east with a dream. I shoot for the top and me go bring your whole team. Every time I feel, can't do no different. Swear we have a way, that's why we try. Every time I feel, cause God always a listen. There I have to stand, that's why we try again. Nowadays me just want balance my mental, you know. Must stop tell myself say I don't good enough. I know like say I just know life are rough. Me for keep on pushing and don't ease up. But even when I try stay out the way, crosses them won't see my break. Them not gonna live for see the day. Yo, my been true enough, so please follow me. Can't turn to nobody when me get hungry. The blessings alone me wants around me. That's why me pray every time I feel. Can't do no different. One day I have to win, that's why I'ma try again. Pray every time I feel. Can't do no different. Swear my half a win, that's why I'ma try again. We have to try again, cause we have to win, win, win. We we have to try again. Cause we have to win. East side of a win. Them can't stop a thing. Yeah. Came up massive. Yeah. Twinkle.
So we come to know these youths and show these youths. Talk up yourself, the youths to know them roots. Nurture them, protect and love and hear these youths. Use to make them know I love we show these youths.
Let's save the youth, not kill the youth. I build we come for build the youth. I trick and fool and kill the youth. I build we come for build the youth. Empower and inskill the youth. I build we come for build the youth. Youths in action, Jamaica, we are
Build the youths there.
I come youth in Jamaica.
Now play by the king, love is all I and I serves in the bring, you know.
Every time,
consistently,
every line.
Talk up youth and talk the truth. I act for the bush that representing for Talk Up Youth. Here and nationwide, 90 FM, every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush.
Love is all I and I serves in the bring, you know.
Every time,
consistently,
every line. Yeah. Hey yo. Me is a youth, no in a hurry.
No.
Me love me chickpeas and me tofu curry. Job bless me belly full and me never spend no money. Too big pack chai when me get from me mommy. She never sent Elizabeth, she said baby no worry. Them fresh vegetable Tony Rebel couldn't carry. The only thing she want is another big tune. So call Ricky Cho, papi put it on tube. Send it on a boom son, baby drop it on speaker. Wait junior bang junior gang with the feature. Mix and release, make we trample the bass. 21 guns a low, trigger finger fi squeeze. Yo, I just love I and I breathe. And I still life over everything. 24 seasons, nothing don't change. Keep the things straight, so we never switch lanes. Positive vibes, yes, what we do. Whatever we need, just put that we fit. Gotta wipe out while man I make plans. So in all things, and we have to give thanks. We have to give thanks.
It is a beautiful morning right here on the Revolutionary Station. That is Nationwide 90 FM, and it is Saturday morning. People, listen, I gotta tell you, I'm here all alone by myself with David on the other side. But guess what? It's me and you all today, and you're listening to the number one youth radio show in Jamaica, and therefore the world at large. That is the Talk Up Youth radio show right here on your radios. Listen, it's all about youthfulness, all about, all thing around here. Youthfulness, youthful vibe, youthful education, youthful edutainment, we call it, because you, of course, are about educating you as well while we're entertaining you on your Saturday morning. So, as my co-host, oftentimes Damien Scarlett would say, David, him oftentimes say, wherever the soup is, you know, but when I say soup, I feel like we feel for jerk chicken this early in the morning. Yeah, David said that sound better. I feel for jerk chicken, I feel for something else. I don't want the soup, you know. But then again, for those who like cooking soup and can cook soup well, I big up to you. But guess what? Whether you are listening to us on the 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, 90.9 FM Vantage Play or Flow, we are glad to have you this morning. Also, we want to pick up our YouTube people on the other side who's always here with us, David. You know, they're always here with us and we have to big them up all the time for that much. Yes, so today's show will be centered around something that I believe is not out of my league, but it is within my league. If you know what I mean. It's within my league because I'm not all that sportsy, but I am vested at some point in time, at some way. Some way. If it's track and field, of course, I am a very, very patriotic individual who will definitely get my pot covers like anybody else and of course, lick them together. But aside from that, you know, when it comes on to like World Cup and all that jazz, I'm also, you know, standing at attention for that as well. But today we're going to talk about just youth and sports. And you know, sometimes you look at young people and we only see the trophies, the medals, the big moments. We don't always talk about what it actually takes to get there. So today's show is really about that journey, the mindset behind the excellence. And this morning, of course, we're talking about the sacrifices, the pressures, the discipline, the moments of doubt, and of course, the decision that keeps them going, you know, stuff like that. So today we're exploring what it means to be young and committed to something just bigger than the vibes, but more, or even the popularity, you know, but what it really feels like to be that athlete to say, yeah man, I'm carrying the world on my shoulders or whatever, you know, any supporter on my shoulders for the most part. And we want to talk about, you know, what does it truly look like in terms of, you know, sharpening one's craft to balance school, to balance passion, to balance performance and expectation, you know, and also to represent yourself, and not just yourself, but also the people who are, of course, your supporters as well, you know, and also school communities and stuff like that. So even at some point in time, big as your country. You know, big as your country to say, all right, then you represent Jamaica on the world stage, and what does it look like? How do you feel in that regard? And of course, today we'll be diving into something along the lines of martial arts, you know, whether it be martial arts or chess or academics or music or, you know, or just, you know, success in general. It is not accidental. It is built through discipline, structure, mentorship, and resilience. Today, we're exploring what truly shapes high performance of young people and how, you know, that structure, you know, relates to how they would perform in, for example, national tournaments and scholastic competitions, and, you know, creates a space for youths to sharpen their skills in terms of building their confidence and represents their school and their country worldwide and just make us all proud and stuff like that. Also, we have, David, we have our What Say You segment, and people out there, we have a What Say You segment, and today's What Say You question is, what really builds success? Is it natural ability, or is it, you know, consistent hard work? Because we're going to get into it, you know, but you do have some folks who are down there who either sit them here and say, wow, they just have it together. Or for those who are students who are of the academia world, you know, when you see somebody just read something one time and get it, or, you know, the teacher explain mathematics to them one time and after they get it, you know, explain it one time, they get it. Stuff like that. We're going to talk about today in terms of, does it really require that consistent hard work when you just see them shining effortlessly? But we're going to have folks coming in to talk to us about that. We're going to be joined by Bernard Pitts, a law student, and also Javon Fagan as well on that other side of the break. So we're unpacking that, and we want to hear your opinions in YouTube land. Please let me hear what you have to say. I'm here, you know, so alone, nobody else there. Me and Uno alone today. So, you know, let me know what you guys think about that. And then we have a long segment, which I believe is going to be one of the best of the best of the best of the best section, not just because I'm the one doing it or hosting it, but because we have wonderful individuals who are coming by, and that will look like, you know, or Let's Talk Sports segment, and that would take into consideration amplifying the voices of our young people and the victories and all that celebratory stuff. And we'll be talking into about the relaunch of the high school division in terms of taekwondo. You know, everybody hear about that? Taekwondo, what does that look like? And it's making its official return since COVID-19. So they're coming back with that much, and this marks a major moment in youthful sports and development in Jamaica. So we'll be joined by Miss Akeen Brown. She is a 5th degree or 5-degree black belt and chairperson of the 26th tournament committee for the Jamaica Taekwondo Association, who will share insights on, you know, just the significance of the relaunch and what that would mean to those young athletes right across Jamaica. And aside from that, we'll be joined also in that very same segment by Khalil McIntosh from Jamaica College and Lamar Henry from Wilmer's Boys High School, who will tell us about their journey in Taekwondo and stuff like that. And then we'll also be talking about, but before all of that too, we're talking to Jaden Forshaw. He is a young chess prodigy who, you know, would have been raised in terms of just learning how to play chess like that, and would have earned national recognition and would have been a FIDE candidate master elect title, and would have earned that title, and would have been dominating competitions right across not just Jamaica but also on the international scale as well. So we'll be talking to him about that and mathematics and all that jazz. Listen, we have a lot of things in store. You see, I'm trying to get through it because I don't want to release and give you all too much. I want you to stick and stay because that's like a lengthy kind of introduction, but I want for you all to be here with us for the rest of the show and be here because, listen, we have wonderful people who will be coming up. So today's program will be about strategy and intellect, and aside from that, discipline and resilience, academic excellence, and creative balance, and that would take into the form of sports today. Now, so I want for you to stick and stay. David, you're going to be here right through the clock. Yeah, me and you. All right, say yes. So we're going to be here until 1 p.m. So keep your radios on, keep your YouTubes on. Don't move too far because if you move too far, make us feel it. Right? So please stay with us. And if it is that you're here listening to the Talk Youth Radio Show here online at nationwideradiojm.com or get the Nationwide app in your relevant app store. You can also watch it on YouTube. Big up yourself all the time, YouTube people, at Nationwide 90 FM. I think it's the live one. Yeah, you can look at us like that as well. And keep it locked and loaded to this station, a station that you can, live too. Thank you for that, David. So live too, if you want to watch and see my handsome face on your on your YouTube phones. Yeah. But I want for you all to stick and stay. We have a wonderful show prepared for you all today. And if it is that you move, just come back and tell a friend that Nicholas and Talk Up Youth is here on the radio today to talk about just youth and sports. If you're in sports or not interested in sports and you want to know about sports, today is the day. Today is your day of reckoning. We soon come back. Talk Up Youth, Miss Effie. Talk Up Youth. Soon come.
How we say life over everything. I say lassie over every king. Love over money, money over gun. Give thanks a little over none. Long time we tell them mickle make a muckle, but them a laugh and a chuckle and a buck shuffle. How we say blingin' but not overdone. See they know the cup a overrun. How we say love for all over some. How we say rise up Rasta children and never run. And inspire one another to stand up and overcome and keep showing love forever, never done.
You were just love I bring. And I still life over everything. To the four seasons, nothing don't change. Keep the things straight, so we never switch things.
Talk up youth and talk the truth. I ask the bush that representing for Talk Up Youths, here and nationwide, 90 FM, every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush!
We love showing you the fun side of Jamaica. New places, good food, real vibes, and pure adventure.
Sweet Jamaica. Sweet Jamaica, we not left ya.
If you enjoy exploring with us, come closer. Join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
We not left ya.
Ain't nothing like this sweet cool breeze I jammed up. Power in great moments. If you have financial needs, Chris and Charles will fix them for you. Power in great moments since 1992. Oh, we have it all. Power in great moments. Relax, you got Chris and Charles. Oh, we have it all. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
That was Hot Listings on Nation.
This station raised me. It gave me a voice. And if Nationwide has ever meant something to you, come on in. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
The news cycle doesn't end on Friday. It needs perspective. That's why every Sunday at midday, Nationwide 90 FM presents The Week That Was. A clear, informed review of the top stories that shaped the past week, what really mattered and what lies ahead. No noise, no theatrics, just analysis, context, and clarity. The Week That Was. Sundays at 12 noon with a repeat at 6:30 p.m. Understand the news before the week begins. Only on Nationwide 90 FM, a new revolution in media.
Every day, Jamaicans have something to say. In the group chats, on social media, in the streets, there's a place where it all comes together. The comment section. This is not a lecture. This is not a call-in show. This is the hottest topics of the day, filtered through real opinions, real WhatsApp messages, real voice notes, real reactions. You agree, disagree, sound off, text it, voice note it, debate it. Comments section, Monday to Friday from 7 to 7:30 p.m. only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media.
Education is the key for betterment in this modern time, Education is the key for betterment. Never you waste your time, don't you waste your time. Bless and love. This is Warrior King. It's all about Talk Up Youth, you know. Because the youth them are the future. Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Keep in tune, don't move the dial. Rastafari. Reggae music rocking the nation. Good vibration.
Down a yard, that's some things go. Take a good look inside. There's some just loyal to income. Moving in silence. So much blessings I've been thankful. Secure in the bed, financial freedom, barrel full up of crap. Down a yard, that's some things go. Take a good look inside. There's some just loyal to income. Moving in silence. So much blessings I've been thankful. Fulfilling my dreams, I'm grateful. Fulfilling my needs, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. The harder it gets, it will change you. And the higher you get,
them toes down, shoulder broad. Drop on my knees and pray to God. It could have be worse, it could have be bad. Not in the earth or in the bag. Not chat to no nurse and live in a ward. We flipping the cash, securing the bag. We double the profit with me and my squad. Not in a barrel full of a crap. Mind over matter, we stick to the plan. Never yet I love a couple of grand. Only the farmer can depend upon. Forever grateful, I'm giving the thanks. Living the dream, you know me and the gang. Me and the team did a sink in a sun. We wouldn't be here without all of the fans, yeah. So much blessings, I feel thankful. Fulfilling my dreams, I'm grateful. Fulfilling my needs, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. The harder it gets, it will change you. And the higher you get, that will hate you. Time gets so dread, it will break you. I'm so grateful.
All right, welcome back to the Talk With Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, right here on your radios at Nationwide 90 FM. And of course, you listen to the out and stunting boss. That is the one and only I, Nicholas Williamson. Yeah, man, David should have a look up at the sound on that end. But Jado, him say next time. So we're going to do this again when we come back, for the next break, for sure. But guess what? We're talking about youth and sports. And we asked the question for what say you earlier. And I'm going to kind of get into the nitty-gritty of it all now with some folks who I believe are very much, I'll use the word erudite, very brilliant individuals, I'll call them. And they are law students. We're joined by, his name is Javon Fagan, and also Bernard Pitts, who are third-year law students at University of West Indies, Mona. Well, before we jump into that, though, we also want to ask you and invite you to join the Nationwide Family Club. We're going to talk about if it is that you don't sign up yet. Please go and sign up now. You can visit patreon.com right now, and it's your way to get access to exclusive updates and special perks and giveaways and all that jazz. So if you want to get a special giveaway and be privy to those information, the only way you can get through that is with a part of the family. So you have to be a part of the family to get the perks and all that jazz, right? So you can sign up at www.patreon or patreon.com. It's spelled patreon.com/Nationwide News Network, and you can be a part of the family, get the giveaways and all that jazz, to be a part of just the family in general. Now we're going to ask the question of the day. The question of the day is, what really builds success? Is it natural ability or is it consistent hard work? Good. David say all this are just luck. Maybe sometimes, but I feel like it goes hand in hand though, because some people just naturally get the luck part. But we're going to be joined by Mr. Javon Fagan. Are you here online with us?
I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning, boss. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, man, we're live and well. Thank you so much for joining us today. And we're also joined by Mr. Bernard Pitts. Bernard, you here with us?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yes, man. I want to thank you all for being here with us. And the question that I posed earlier is, what really builds success? Is it natural ability or is it consistent hard work? Because if you're being completely honest, you do have them people who are just naturally gifted, naturally good at things. And it maybe look like, them just read it one time and get it real fast. But, we're talking about academics and sports and music in general, for folks who say that raw talent over folks who just, build on the talents. And I want to hear what you both think, starting with you, Bernard. What do you think in terms of, would it be natural ability or is it consistent hard work?
I think it's both or a mix, because first of all you have to have the wit, right? Mm-hmm. And being so, you have to be able to project yourself within the changing environment, being able to adapt.
Yes.
And once you become aware, moving through, life becomes easier.
Yeah.
When life becomes easier that way, success comes naturally, because you're able to see things beforehand. You're able to deal with things as it comes on hand.
Yeah.
And so, as long as you have the wit, you have that passion for the drive, you have that focus of awareness,
mm-hmm.
I don't think you can really fail.
Okay. So I want to be clear, because I get in a mixture. Is it that you're saying at the end of it all, is it that you're saying like, if it based on the consistent work, then everything else comes naturally? Or is it that you're saying natural ability and then applicable consistent hard work? Which one? Is it? Do you believe it can be balanced both, or is it like explicitly one or the other?
You can balance it, because sometimes you can have natural ability, but that does not mean that you're going to have success.
Yes.
You see? So you have to balance it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm in complete agreement. How about you, Fagan? What do you think about that?
Well, I couldn't really hear what Bernard was saying, but I hope that he was saying that constant work being put through is better than just talent. Because in my opinion, still, like, I believe that with consistent work and perfecting your craft, I believe that it is better than just using your natural given ability to do something. Like, say, for instance, like if you are a footballer,
yes,
and you are going through the stages of under 14, under 19, and senior level, like at under 14, under 16, or the youth level, you know, you can probably get away with just using talent because you're just generally gifted and better than everybody else.
Yeah.
But at the senior level now, when everybody has put in the work and everybody has come through the ranks and basically are at the same level, I believe that with you perfecting your craft and continuously strengthening what you are able to do, I feel like you will be above the rest of the field.
Yeah.
Like, say, for instance, I feel like a lot of persons think that because Messi just has talent, he is just like better than everybody else. But what about the days when he's training at Barcelona, training pitch? What about the days when, you know, he's putting in work at home, taking free kicks, taking penalties, perfecting his craft? So I think that, you know, continuous working and putting in the discipline is better than just talent.
Yeah, I agree. You know, and for Bernard though, I know you've been you know, been like experienced in terms of like basketball and sports in general. Had a session with Bernard in law school and stuff like that. So I know that he's very versed in terms of sports and stuff like that. You know, what has like been the experience? What do like scouting and coaching looks like for somebody who you probably say like, yeah man, they have like the natural raw talent. Do you automatically say, all right, then we're going to mold that raw talent, or it's a case where the raw talent oftentimes supersedes those who are consistently working at it?
So when you're doing that scouting, you look for how far they're advancing just the basics. And if you see that level of advancement, then you know that there will be a natural talent somewhere from that person coming. And when you find that, you mold that person, because guess what? You can move from A to B as quick.
Yeah.
But you need to have the basics to fulfill the other level, to ensure that you have it down pat. And so that is how you would hone them with their raw talent, because you can be the best three-pointer shooter, but if you don't know the basics in terms of moving off a screen, you know, moving without the ball, it doesn't make sense, you see? And so you have to look at the basics, how, you know, you can hone that into their raw and natural talent.
I'm in agreement with that much, because, you know, there are moments when you do have people who are just talented and just for a better, the only word I probably could find in my mind is like just wild. They're wild with it, very wild, and it's different. As Vegan would say, you know, it's different when you play under 14 and stuff like that, play a skimmage ball game on road. But when you go to like professional stuff now, you say, Jano, a different thing, and that leads me to my question. You know, can natural ability survive without discipline? And not only in the sports realm, but also because we do have young people that are listening and who are still in school. Can natural ability survive without discipline? Because you do have those people who are just naturally gifted and smart, and they believe that, you know, when you reach university, you're just going to glide through it all. But let me know what you guys think. Fagan, starting with you.
Well, with my experience, I think that talent cannot survive without, our natural ability cannot survive without putting in the work, because I see where persons are naturally gifted, they are naturally brilliant, they are naturally smart. Like, they can literally go a period of time without even taking up a book, and when you give them an exam, it's like, you know, they're Jimmy Neutron. But I think that when you reach a certain level, like university, it's the big boy leagues now. You cannot naturally just use that ability to say that, okay, you're going to basically breeze through university with that talent. Because talent, as I said, talent can only go so far, but discipline and putting in the work can bring you over the line. So I think that when persons are, you know, very smart or very, very brilliant, when they reach a certain level, like university level, it's not something that you can play around anymore.
Truly. Thank you for that, Fagan. Bernard, what about you, Baz?
Well, the having natural ability is great, but you must have discipline, or else that means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So you have to look at it from two perspectives. Discipline within the rules, and then discipline within yourself. Because imagine like coming up next week is the FIBA tournament.
Yes.
And you have those great basketball players, because you're not just only naturally able to play in those tournaments, but you have to have some level of discipline. And so with that, you would want to demonstrate that you can follow a regimen that supports your natural ability. Imagine having to play a game for 48 minutes, but you're going to bed around 3 in the morning. You know, that's off.
Yeah.
But to complement that as well, imagine not knowing the rules, which is a part of the discipline.
Yeah.
You see?
Yes.
And so you have to have discipline from whichever angle you look at it. Because you can have the natural ability on the court, but what is it if you don't have discipline in terms of conduct, in terms of rules? You see? And so you need that discipline to help perfect your natural ability.
Yeah, I'm in complete agreement with that, because, you know, David was also saying that, you know, you can have other people with the same raw talent and you compete with those as well. And I feel like what sets you above those individuals is being disciplined too. So that's a brilliant point that David raised, and I really do wholeheartedly agree with what you both are saying in that regard. And that leads me to my next question, guys. Yeah, man, this is my final question for you guys, and that would be, you know, what truly separates good from exceptional? You know, what does that look like? Is it that you pay more attention to details, you know, stuff like that? So there's a balance. You have some people who are just good, you know, they're just good. But you know, people are like, yeah, man, that's the person to watch, especially in a sporting context. How about you, Fagan? Start with you.
Well, for me, what separates good from exceptional, as you would say, paying attention to the finer details are basically.
Oh, we lost Fagan. All right. Bernard, how about you?
Being able to adapt and adjust quickly by paying attention to details, being able to pick up on what's around you, having situational awareness, that separates good from exceptional. I mean, every time I run this race, this man beat me by an inch. What am I not doing?
Yes.
Okay. I look at what he's doing, and I'm able to adjust myself. Maybe I need to have a quicker start from the block. Maybe I need to adjust at the 30-meter mark when he's up. You see?
Yes.
Being able to adjust and adapt quickly will separate you fast.
I'm agreeing, no joke. And I feel like in noting those finer details, that's how you'll get better. And thank you so much for that, Bernard. But I thank you both for sharing, because, you know, but before I even close off, Bernard, anything to, Mr. Pitts rather, anything to the young folks who are out there who might, you know, think about just the natural ability being bigger than the hard work, what would you say to that person in like 30 seconds? Okay, all right. I think we dropped both of them just a while ago, but we want to thank both of them. That's Mr. Bernard Pitts, law student, and also Mr. Javon Fagan. Big up themselves all the time for just following through for today, because it's truly one of those things that we look at and say that we also oftentimes think that natural ability really, you know, outshines the consistent hard work. But I'm here to tell you that that's a lie, because many folks who are the best of things, they require focus, you know, they require attentiveness. And I'll always say it's better to, you know, be attentive and focused and driven and passionate about something than to just be going with a vibe. Because, and even your work to somebody who's just going by the vibe and go with the flow, John was there. That is a sticky situation to put yourself in. But of course, I'd always say, what for that person who is in the, you know, in it, if you say, all right, I want to do this, I'm giving my time, giving my attention, I'm putting in the work, they oftentimes reap and give off better results. Well, thank you guys so much again, and I hope you two people are there. But when I come back, I'm going to definitely read what you guys have been saying on the yes. Somebody said nice shirt color. Annie, pick up yourself. We're going to take a break. When you come back, we'll talk more to more people on the other side of this break. So we soon come back. Talk of Yout, Mr. V. Talk of Yout. Soon come.
Fulfilling my needs, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. The harder it gets, it will change you. And the higher you get, that will hate you. Time gets so dread, it will break you. I'm so grateful.
Talk up Youth and talk the truth. I asked the bush that representing for Talk Up Youths here and nationwide, 90 FM, every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush!
For a limited time, Home International Limited is offering a special price on select Korean colors. You can't miss this. Choose Korean for your kitchen or bathroom countertops. Korean is durable, beautiful, and long-lasting. Solid right through and no sealing necessary. Visit us at 104 Constant Spring Road or telephone 876-755-1970 or 276-6448. Open Mondays to Fridays, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
So some of you have been listening longer than I've been talking on radio, so this is our way of keeping it strong together. Join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club on Patreon and stay with us.
You may have been hearing the teasers. Now it's official. Beginning Monday, February 9, 2026, Nationwide News Network launches something special. The Nationwide Family Club, exclusively on Patreon.
With the Family Club, members get early access to our documentaries before anyone else. Some of your favorite segments, including Cliff Says, What's on My Mind, Cover Story, and others will now be a click away inside the Family Club. There are 3 tiers of membership. First, Bronze, the Family Insider, behind-the-scenes access, Monday motivational videos, members-only chats, and on-air birthdays and anniversary shoutouts.
Second, Silver, Nationwide VIP, breaking news alerts, exclusive documentaries, quizzes, personal milestones celebrated on air, and weekly family roll call mentions. Oh, and for our biggest supporters,
our gold category, elite listener, full archive access, early releases, private studio tours, live show experiences, personalized birthday videos, and exclusive live streams. From historic election coverage to lifetime, impact, Jamaican milestones, and rare archive content. This is nationwide like you've never seen it before. The Nationwide Family Club, coming to you February 9, 2026 on Patreon.
Join the family, support Nationwide 90 FM, the station that informs, entertains, and educates. Visit patreon.com/Nationwide News Network. That's patreon.com/Nationwide News Network. Nationwide Family Club, where you are family. Because we see you as family.
Hey my peeps, get this on the regular. Your HIV status if you consider. The least you ever test once a year. Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Cause it might not show up on your timeline and you learn too late so you're out of time. A progressive future, mandatory. Real long life, our story. You hear?
Remember, update your status in a real life. Do a HIV test today.
Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Real long life, our story. Real long life with Yout, coming from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
More parts, more brands, same Berts you trust. From Audi to BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Volkswagen, we bring premium German service and suspension parts straight from Europe to Yout. No waiting on imports, no delays, just quality parts available when you want them. Visit any of our locations, Camp Road, Malines Road, or Hagley Park today. More parts, more brands, same Berts. It hurts if you don't check Berts.
Hey,
See how upset, huh? Go outside, on and on and on and on. I'm a winner. You know the time. I'm a winner. I want you to know I'm on the sun. Oh, we're winning right now. You winning. Say we're winning right now. Don't forget that show it to what we living right now. Cause I'm winning right now, yeah. And I'm chilling right now. Oh, we're winning right now. Our Thanksgiving right now. Cause we're winning right now, yeah. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm
All right, welcome back to the Talk Youth Radio Show, the voice of the Jamaican youth, right here on your radios at Nationwide 90 FM. And of course, you're listening to the #1 youth radio show in Jamaica, and therefore the world at large. That is the Talk Up Youth Radio Show. And I am Nicholas Williamson. David, the sound boss? What happened? Okay. All right, that's fine. All right, yes, we're going to do it again sometime soon because we never get it right. But we're going to get it right before we leave here today. But yeah, we were talking earlier a little bit about what really builds success. Is it natural ability or consistent hard work? And I heard some persons on YouTube, well, I saw some people on YouTube be giving some wonderful responses. Annie Smith, you know, she would have been there and she was saying that success isn't built by one big moment. It's built by consistent patterns over time. She says that patience, environment, resilience, consistency, and skill development, are all things that we probably would need to be able to remain consistent and continuously have that drive in our life. Yeah, man, and next time we're going to call David, we're going to call you. We're going to call you to come in. Right, but we had wonderful speakers earlier before, and we had Javon Fagan, we had Bernard Pitts, law students at University of West Indies Mona, and now we're going to go into, traditional. I'll call it a traditional kind of sport, and I don't care what nobody wants to say. You can go on. You know them ways, but we're going to talk about, a young Jamaican who would have been making waves, not only in Jamaica, but right across, the international space and scene. And he is proving that excellence isn't about just doing one thing well. He's doing everything that he is committing to and would have committed to with focus and passion well. He's joining us today, and his name is Jaden Forshaw, and he is a national chess champion who represented Jamaica internationally, an academic, and stand out at Jamaica, St. Jago College. I was going to say St. Jago High School. Oh, sorry, you see here again. St. Jago High School. And David, David go JC, guys. So him always in my ears to talk about Jamaica College forgiveness. But I see it on the paper, St. Jago High School. And he is a talented musician and would have been dominating chess tournaments and topping his classes and performing well at JCDC. Jaden's journey is all about discipline, strategy, and pushing yourself to the best. And boy, we're going to have a wonderful conversation with Jaden, who is from St. Jago High School. Right. Hello, Jaden. How are you, man?
Yes, hello, David. I'm doing very well.
I am Nicholas.
Oh, Nicholas. Oh, my bad.
You see, David getting into all of our heads.
Oh, my.
But that's completely fine. Thank you so much for being here, Jaden. Yes. And I want to first ask you, the question everybody wants to first of all ask, why did you get into chess? What's that like?
So it was a journey. So it first started when I came to high school, first form. I didn't know anything about chess in primary. I went to Waterford Primary. Mm-hmm. I was a part of the school challenge quiz.
Cool.
I was in the mindset of, memorizing and learning and studying. And my aim was, when I reach the St. Jago High School, I'm going to join the school challenge quiz team.
Okay.
So they had something that they call a Club X, where, they show different clubs' experiences at Jago. Mm-hmm. And I saw chess. I have always heard about chess.
Yes.
It's been they say it's a gentleman's sport,
yes,
and it's for the intellectual individuals. So I said, you know what? Why don't I start to join this thing? So I went to chess club. They were teaching us how to move the pieces, the very basic of chess. Mm-hmm. And I started on an app they call Lee Chess, and I started to learn, play the game. And that chess bug got me. There's a thing in chess that we call the chess bug. And when you get attached to that chess bug, you cannot let go.
Oh,
so you have to continue the passion on chess. You see, when you're so determined in a sport, because when I got attached to the game, I realized this is something I can manage and probably improve on. So as I'm going to take on chess in my career, and I endeavored it, I improve, I play games. Of course, there were losses along the way, but losses is how you can improve and get better by learning from your mistakes.
Whoa, very thoughtful answer. Believe me, I am just stunned, by just all that you would have accomplished. And then, I must start by, say that you have some people out there who don't believe that chess is a sport. So I want for you to address them folks first, because I believe chess is a sport. Intellectual rigor, all that. I want you to talk about it.
Yes, so I've always been hearing from individuals that chess is not a sport, it's a board game like checkers. So first of all, to all the viewers out there, chess and checkers, those are two different games. I'm not sure if checkers is a sport, so let me not quote that. I know chess is a sport though.
Yes.
I think it was it was from the JOA, I'm not fully sure, but the Olympics that deals with sports.
Okay,
they affiliated chess as a sport in the 90s, if someone wants to correct me online, of course, but they affiliate it as a sport. And because it is not only people are saying it's just a mind game, but I'm telling you, to play chess you have to be physically fit, because it takes a lot on the mind. And even before you play the game, I always probably do some workout, some jumping jacks, some push-ups, because I have to get myself mentally ready, but not just mentally, physically ready. Because when you're playing a chess match, like when you go overseas and you play those long matches, they can take up to 6 or 5 hours of gameplay. So it can take a very long toll on you, and if you don't have that endurance to fight in even some very rough positions, you will get thrown away by your opponent quickly.
So you're saying that one chess game can last up to 6 hours, or?
Yeah, man, it's full. One chess game, like one game against your opponent, that's one round, 6 hours or more.
Wow. Okay, so why? All right, thank you for that. I never knew I thought it normally be like about 2 hours max. But you said, but then leave it. Leave it right there, so much. But it's good to know these things. And you mentioned how you had to do some physical work as well, to sometimes to kind of keep the mind stimulated.
Yes.
What can you say has chess helped you in terms of shaping the way how you view life and things that you are a part of in life as well? Does it help any other area of your life?
So chess is a game where, in quote unquote, it's where your opponent gives you a situation to solve. You have to try find a response to that situation. So chess is, of course, a two-player sport. One player tries to overthrow the other, and it's all about the plans and ideas. So let's say you're playing your opponent, and your opponent has a very strong reply to what you may play. In your mind, you're either trying to find a stronger reply or something that we call a prophylaxis to prevent the opponent from achieving his plan. So chess is just a planning type of game. It's all about the setup. It's all about what you're trying to achieve in certain positions and certain structures of the game.
So does that put you like always being preemptive? Like,
when I'm even doing my schoolwork now, chess has changed my mind, as in there's more than one ways to do a quest and solve a problem. Even let's say for mathematics, let's say you have an equation or you just have a regular worded problem. There's more than one way, as we may say, to skin the cat, because there's more than one way which you can approach that question. Recently, I joined the Math Olympiad, which I filled out a form qualifying round. And the questions that they gave me in those Math Olympiad, they were very tedious questions. And may I say, there were a lot of ways in which I could approach, but chess has helped me in such a way I could approach those questions effectively in quick time, because those questions took me a lot of time to solve and figure out. So I can say chess has helped my life in figuring out how to solve problems, figuring out how to prevent certain situations from happening in my lifetime.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. And that just forces me to ask you the question, like, how do you handle pressures in terms of those high-stakes kind of games? Because you do have this brother over there say, I'm not making you win, and you're saying, I'm not making you win either.
Yes.
What's that pressure like? And you be like, oh my, the match not done. Wow. So what's that pressure like?
Well, I can say I had an experience of this in nationals, right? Because I was invited to a very prestigious tournament in Jamaica, one of the most high-rated tournaments in Jamaica.
Wow.
Best of the best came to play, the top 12.
Wow.
So I was invited. It was a rough start at first, but I brought myself back up in the end. And there was one round in particular where I was not in a favored position. I was kind of at the bottom. I was trying to bring myself back up. And I was playing this player too. He was also trying to bring himself back up in the rank. And I told myself before the match that I will play this guy to the end, no matter what. So we had like a 4 to 5 hour match because I was better, and I was saying to myself, I'm not taking no draws, and I'm determined to win, no matter what the result may be.
And that's absolutely brilliant. And it puts you in a place of wanting to be competitive, but also taking preemptive steps to say, all right, then I am going to actually think about it's calculated responses.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I feel like many people, or many young people, don't make calculated decisions.
Yes.
You know, and many people believe, oh, yeah, man, I'm a risk taker, so yeah, man, I just go and take the risk and put it out there. But those kind of games allow for you to think about your next move because somebody's going to counter that move, and I know that many people don't like that sometimes. You know, don't think far ahead like that. And I want to probably ask you in terms of like young people who generally don't know all the accolades that you possess, because I got a long list, you know, all the accolades, some of the accolades that you would have accumulated over your tenure in playing chess. Can you tell us some of those?
When I first started, there was 3 different sections. You have the under 1300, the under 16, and the open. So I won a few under 1600. One of them could be the Frederick Cameron in 2023.
Okay.
I tied for first in John Powell 2024 or 2023, not fully sure. And I am former under 16 champion. I lost the title last year. I'm going to try and regain it this year.
Okay.
And I played international tournaments, of course. I went to Trinidad last year in April, in which I was able to earn my candidate master elect title. So with this title, I am able to reach the candidate master, FIDE candidate master title, full-fledged from the chess world, which would require me to get a rating of 2,000. Currently, I'm around 1840, so I have like 160 something points to go, 150. But in like the next probably 3 months, if I'm called back here, you will be calling me FIDE candidate master Jaden Push.
That is it, and I love it. Speaking it to me in Basque, and I believe that you can definitely do it, because we were talking earlier about how consistency helps a lot. And I feel like this ties back in terms of the conversation we were having before, because you are determined to be consistent. I know you have the right talent generally, them ways,
yes.
but it did require a bit of work, and you're willing to take steps in terms of doing that work. And I want to talk a little bit about, because of course all aspects of your life is balanced by chess as well. What about like the academia? You mentioned earlier that you're a maths brain. Let me tell you this, people who study law don't like maths. And I don't, I'm not a maths person, but from the get-go, my math teacher can tell you that Nicholas is not it. But tell me about like your academic journey in terms of how life has been in that regard, because you've been top in mathematics and also other stuff. So let me know about that.
Yes. So first, before I get into the maths or the ad maths, first I need to be thankful to my mother, of course, because she's actually a mathematics teacher who has achieved her master's degrees in teaching.
Okay.
Actually. So she's also one of the top mathematics teachers in Jamaica. So in primary school, I used to get lectures from her, and not just primary school maths. I was getting high school maths, so like simultaneous equations, fifth form work, and so on. So she helped me to develop analytic thinking in mathematics before I even reached into high school.
Yeah.
So when I started my academic journey with calculation and just thinking, problem solving, it was very easy for me to approach a question and answer brilliantly and effectively because of her. So for that, I need to be grateful.
Yeah.
Where my academic accolades may be at St. Jago High School, I have been getting the top maths award, top music award.
Okay.
I've been doing very good in the sciences, of course, ad maths. And I also do music. I started music when I was very young age, at around 4 years old. and it started at Cole Music. Former pastor of Calvary, Dr. Reverend Donovan Cole.
Okay.
He had this institution that was called Cole Music, where he brought young minds to, teach them about music. And there's a saying that goes like, music helps develop the mind.
Yes,
surprisingly, persons that does music become doctors, lawyers, and have very intellectual thinking in how they approach certain situations.
Yeah.
So I started music around 4. I played the drums and I also played the piano.
Yes.
I do Trinity London exams from grade 1 to grade 5, in which I passed with distinction.
Wow.
So far I'm doing well in that. And of course I have my other subjects as the sciences, preparing for my CXCs, of course. Also trying to get those placements for Jamaica and the Caribbean. Because of course they say the sky is the limit and you can go a very far away once you're determined and have the effort to do the work.
Whoa, I am beyond proud. I am just proud. This is a brilliant young man who has his heart held high, and I'm so proud of you, man. Believe me. And I think I probably, for somebody asking, bro, Jaden, how you balance all of them stuff? Because it must be a time, and what you say, it balance itself out. Yeah. So what's that like in terms of somebody saying, I probably can't manage the music and then the maths and then the chess, and what would you say to that person?
Well, it's all about fitting things in the time that you have. So, for instance, when I reach home, there is a particular routine that I take part in. So, of course, I rest, I bathe, I freshen up, of course, eat dinner, and then I get straight to the books because I know I usually reach home late. So, the time frame, so let's say it's on the weekday from Monday to Friday. My very busy days are like a Tuesday, a Thursday, and a Wednesday in which I reach home late. So as I reach home, I hit the books. And like on a Friday to Saturday, I have to train my chess because, of course, chess is a sport that raw talent alone can bring you so far and no more. Because I've seen persons with dead-on raw talent, but they are not where they should be because they weren't disciplined enough to put in the work. So I need to try and balance my time. So on weekdays I study, on Friday, Saturday I play my chess, like I cut it in half, and then the other remaining time I probably study. And also I have to do my music because musicality, it takes time to develop, and of course there's these different things that you need to learn in order to improve, because when you get rid of something for like a month or so, you're going to lose that talent that God has given you. So you need to make sure that you're consistent with the works of God.
Yeah, I'm in complete agreement. I play the piano as well. A massive fan of the piano, and I started learning the violin at some point in time, but I had to stop because studies were, I wasn't balancing it well. And that's one of the questions that I oftentimes ask folks who are, living life like you and doing so well at stuff like that, because I want to be able to get it together. And I think any young people who are person who is listening can be able to take something from what Jaden just said a moment ago. But we're going to one for a break, and when we come back, more with Jaden on this side, and then we have a special guest who's here with us today. Soon come back. Talk of Yout, Mr. V. Talk of Yout. Soon come.
Hey, watch out now. Hey, I'm a walking W. Learn from the else.
I only have Hanes for you. For underwear that feels so good against your skin, it's got to be Hanes. Look and feel your best. Trend right in stylish Hanes undershirts, V and crew necks and A shirts, absorbent Hanes socks, and high quality Comfort Flex Hanes boxer briefs. All 100% cotton. Get the cool all-day comfort you deserve with Hanes quality underwear.
Hanes, you can't go wrong with a brand so strong.
I only have Hanes for you.
Every great project starts at Creative Building Finishes, Jamaica's only choice for the best tiles, best bathrooms, and best kitchens. Whether you're designing, building, renovating, or selecting materials for your next project, we offer exceptional quality, standout designs, and expert guidance you can trust. Visit our showroom in Kingston or Traxall, or explore our full range online at www.creativebuildingfinishes.com. Creative Building Finishes, your beautiful finish begins here.
The news cycle doesn't end on Friday. It needs perspective. That's why every Sunday at midday, Nationwide 90 FM presents The Week That Was. A clear, informed review of the top stories that shaped the past week, what really mattered and what lies ahead. No noise, no theatrics, just analysis, context, and clarity. The Week That Was. Sundays at 12 noon with a repeat at 6:30 p.m. Understand the news before the week begins. Only on Nationwide 90 FM, a new revolution in media.
Power in great moments. If you have financial needs, Chris and Charles will fix them for you. Power in great moments since 1992. Oh, we have it all. Power in great moments. Relax, you got Chris and Charles. Oh, we have it all. When you think alone, think Chris and Charles.
The news cycle doesn't end on Friday. It needs perspective. That's why every Sunday at midday, Nationwide 90 FM presents The Week That Was. A clear, informed review of the top stories that shaped the past week, what really mattered and what lies ahead. No noise, no theatrics, just analysis, context, and clarity. The Week That Was. Sundays at 12 noon with a repeat at 6:30 p.m. Understand the news before the week begins. Only on Nationwide 90 FM, a new revolution in media.
It may only be another minute. 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 So me just pull it. Man, I'm growing up place, so I never get no respect. No. Never get no good education, can't get a big check. No. So man, I'm grew up, everybody want me know in a distress. Yeah. And it's so easy, yeah, you get a big test, or addicted, and a victim. And enough man hold it out, cause them couldn't hold it out. And enough man sold it out, cause them couldn't go without. And in pursuit of riches, enough man take the girly route. But that a fit them thing, that is not what my story about. This a for those who persevere, and who see through the tears. And in the grand scheme of everything, them still the here. And although we no millionaire, feel like a millionaire. We still a celebrate, put me hand in the air and say I am a success story, yeah, success.
Hey. Success story. Listen, we're all about the success today. We are joined by somebody who has been very successful, I'd say. His name is Jaden Forshaw, and he is a national chess champion who represented Jamaica internationally. And aside from that, he is an academic standout at St. Jago High School, and he's a talented musician. And we've just been hearing a lot about Jaden's story and how he balances it all like he's like Superman, you know. But we wouldn't know the Jaden that we have today without somebody who is very important in his life, and that is his mother. Jaden mentioned her earlier, and he was like, listen, mommy carry mats from high school, come give him. And that was a whole different thing. But how are you, mommy? Hello, mommy, how are you?
Hi, good afternoon, listeners. Good afternoon, everybody. I am great. I'm wonderful. I'm proud.
Yes, as a mommy should be proud. But let people know who you are, what's your name?
My name is Stacey Ann Forshaw, mother of the great Jaden Forshaw.
Yes, sir. I like it. I like it. Mommy, like, I want to first ask, you know, what is the feeling generally that you get when you see Jaden in his element and all of that jazz?
I mean, you feel proud. You feel nervous because being at the different chess competitions and stuff, you don't know what the result is going to be like. And so you'll be there, your heart is beating as if it's you is playing. And I'm like, Stacey, why your heart a beat so fast and you're not playing? Girl, you understand?
Yes.
So just being there, and then when he comes out and I say, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways, you know,
yes,
have a little or a little signal. And when I get the thumbs up, I say, yes, it's like me play and me win.
Yeah.
So his achievement definitely is not only for him, but for his family. And of course, everything that I say to him comes from God.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I couldn't put all of that in him. Daddy couldn't put all of that in him. So, of course, God himself poured into him what you are seeing now.
Wonderful, and I completely agree. I'm happy that you mentioned God a while ago. You know, what does preparation look like for you as a mommy for Jaden on his like match days, and you know, because I know that might be a lot because you bring him your son, dear son, all that. What does that look like?
It looks like a lot. For the local tournaments, you know, you pack the igloo with everything, because when we go out for the entire day. Now, when we're talking about international tournament, now you pack the suitcase. And of course, you know, I tag along everywhere.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have been to Florida, El Salvador, Trinidad, Puerto Rico.
Whoa.
So we have been around the world so far, and we plan to continue that movement.
Whoa.
Because, as you know, he plans to get his official title. So it is just about being the good support system that he really needs, and to be there. Sometimes it's just to put on a cup of tea and say, have a cup of tea now because you have been doing this for a time, or have something to drink now, break now. Sometimes he needs that structure just the same. So although he's a disciplined child, sometimes he still needs that voice to say, hey, remember to, and hey, remember to, and hey, remember to. So we still have to be there. Daddy and I still have to be there to support and just to lead him in the path. And just say, every time we send him out, we say, all right, God, you blessed us with him. All right, here you go. Here he is.
Yes.
Take him through this one for us.
Whoa, thank you, Mommy, for that. I want to also ask you, you know, because many parents don't believe that it is important for you to be there with your child. You know, and they'll be like, okay, yeah, man, Jaden can do it. Jaden is brilliant. Jaden. But how important is you saying, hey, remember?
All right, so let me put on my educator hat now.
Yes, please.
All right, so generally, when you look at researches, when you look at students who achieve much more than others, you generally find that they have both parents there supporting them some way or the other. So seeing that as an educator myself, I can look at so many researches and then come and do otherwise when research would have proven that, hey, this actually works. So just to the parents out there listening, if your child is in a particular sport, whatever it may be, support. Jaden said it earlier, it's not just raw talent. Because they can have raw talent, it can take them so far but no further. And so they need that push, they need that support, they need that behind them, because sometimes they're going to fall. Jaden has fallen a number of times. I have wiped some tears. Sometimes I say, brother, we are crying for you, don't lose her head. It's just, you know, just push on and let's get the next one. Because it doesn't matter how you go down, but the fact that you get back up and you brush off and then you go and you tackle whatever next task you have next to do. So it's all about how you get up, because you are going to fall. Right? So that support system is definitely needed for the children, because they can't be it by themselves. They definitely can't. We have to grow them. They're still young. Still have to grow them. Still have to do what we have to do. Still have to pay all the bills and do everything.
Truly. And I love how you touched on that a while ago, because we want our parents to be involved in the life of their children. And that's something that we emphasize here at Talk of Youth. But Jaden, how do you feel about mommy being so, you know, do you feel sometimes she's too hard, or she does the right amount? Because
no, man, it's the right amount that I need, because sometimes I even after, let's say, matches, like, completely collapse, and sometimes I just need that support system to get back up, because there are times where I have fallen, terribly fallen, and I have lost a lot, and taken me months to gain back, months, probably all a year one time. But it does take a lot when you're playing such a competitive sport, because you will fall. And the thing is, you just have to improve, because as my coach said, you either win, you draw, or you learn. And the most important thing is to turn that loss into a learning experience for yourself, so you can improve and continue onwards to the other tasks that you have
Wonderful. And let's talk about a little bit about academics, mommy, because I know that you must. Can you say him say, yeah, my mommy qualified in that arena, and talk about the big maths because you bring up big maths come game. You know what kind of teachings or what led you to that really? You know, help me understand. You know, your thought process along those lines.
The thought process there was to develop critical thinking. Because at that stage at primary school, when I would give him high school maths, it is not for him to get it right and I say yay.
Yeah.
But to know that, hey, your thought process was on the right path. Once he's on the right path, I can do anything else I want to do. Right? And that showed in not only maths, in other subject areas right across the board. We have some fabulous teachers. I have to send Yout to St. Diego High School. Some excellent teachers at St. Diego High, where year after year, even sometimes when Jade is absent and other students are absent for sporting reason. And these teachers ensure that their absence does not affect their learning.
Wow.
And so there is no learning loss. And so we cater for them through Google Classroom and all these other areas that we can. So St. Diego teachers, kudos to you, big up on yourself, because trust me, you ensure that all students, whether it is track and field, whether it is chess, football, whether it is basketball, any sport at all, any child that competes in any event, there is no learning loss that is taking place once that child really wants to learn.
Wow.
And we carry you there, and sometimes they say you carry the horse to the water, but you can't force it. But I know the St. Diego teachers, they will take the spoon and put in your mouth and say, drink son, drink daughter, and so that they can get things going.
Yeah, thank you so much. Big up yourself, St. Diego teachers. And I'm happy for you also, mommy. But Jaden, what's next for you though, before we close up?
Where my academics are concerned, of course, I'm a fifth form student of St. Diego, so I have to now buckle down on my CXCs. I've been doing past papers, finishing up my SBA, my labs, of course, so I can get the best possible grade going into the exam, to get those ones and those straight A profiles.
Yes.
Where my music journey is, I'm currently still doing drum classes with Uncle Devon. People may know him as Devon Richards.
Yes.
He is a drum teacher, very seasoned drum teacher who teaches at Endermanley College.
Okay.
And for chess, of course, my main aim at the time is to get that FIDE candidate master title, because the elect is one thing, to get the elect title, which means you're at the master level of chess, but to get that candidate, that full-fledged candidate master title, really shows that you've brought the consistency and the strength to reach that 2,000 plus rating and to continue on my chess journey. So wherever may lead me after that, if I even get the FIDE master after that, I'll be very pleased. But right now, it's to get that CM title.
Well, thank you so much for that. And like one line of anybody who wants to play chess and feel like, boy, they don't smart enough to play chess.
Boy, first thing, just to get the misconception out of your head, chess is not, they always assume chess for those. You don't have to be very bright to learn chess. That's the first. Chess is some half and half. It's about understanding, and it's also about some part of it is memorization, because you have to take in a lot of chunks of information and try to spread it across evenly so your brain can process all of that info so it can be applied in an over-the-board match. And it don't matter if you don't have the talent to play chess like some others, like even in school, there might be others that have the gift, they don't even need to read a book, they just do the test and get 100. That's not, it is for chess, but for chess, once you show the dedication, the effort, and the discipline, trust me, you will reach very far. You don't need to be very bright to start, you just need to actually start and start to put in that work to reach somewhere.
Yes, actually start. And lastly, mommy, you want to do a shout out real fast?
Yes.
But mommy, I want to talk for you to just 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds or less, just talk to those parents who are out there who need to start supporting their child. Just very short.
All right, so to the parents, if you were not there before, now you're going to show up. It is time to show up for your child. This walk is not for them alone, but you hold their hands and you literally walk with them along the path. So parents, mommy, daddy, grandma, auntie, everybody, just show up for your child.
Show up for your child, said by the Miss Forshaw. Mrs. Forshaw, thank you. And you, boss, your shout out people in.
So quickly, I want to give a shout out to my mother, of course, Stacey and Forshaw, my father, Alfred Forshaw, always been the backbone, supporting me, making sure that I get things done. Also to my Calvary Gospel Assembly family, anytime I'm out, they always remember me in their presence, always praying for me, even when I go internationally to play, to make sure that I have the best success possible. Also to my St. Jago family, to the teachers that were always there for me, always supportive, always ensuring that I am able to understand and grasp concepts effectively and properly. And of course, to my coach currently at St. Jago High School, Sir Troy Leachman, a very excellent coach at Jamaica. He has created a lot of masters, a lot of top players in Jamaica, and also masters to come, including myself, Jaden Forshaw, as I try to get my candidate master title. So I just want to give a shout out to all those persons, and always have to remember that I cannot do anything without God by my side. So I want to be grateful for the talent that God has given me in my academics, my musicality, and also in the sport chess. Thank you.
Thank you so much for you both being here today. And David told me something I didn't say. Yeah, man. So he said Jamaica has 2 international masters. We have Jamo Peterson and Shane Matthews, who are the highest titled active players, and you have several FIDE masters candidates, and you have Joshua Christie. I don't know all the people in name.
Who is also from St. Jago.
So okay, only for people in. So, all right. Thank you so much for sharing that with me, David. And of course, thank you both for being here with us and sharing your experiences. We just spoke to Jaden Forshaw and his mom, Sharian Forshaw, Mrs. right there. Yes. Sorry, mighty God, I was putting a name from the reach here. Sorry, Miss Stacey Ann Forshaw, correct? Thank you. You know, it cancelled out, but can't forget my name. Right, but yes, he is a national chess champion, representing Jamaica internationally, and he is doing great academically, and we want for young people also to do well academically. So thank you both for being here today, and I hope people out there, you don't have to be bred for learn chess. You can learn chess, and maybe you can link up with Jaden at some point in time where we teach chess. I definitely will. But thank you all for being here. We're going to have more on the other side of this break, so stay tuned. Talk up youth, Miss Effie. Talk up youth. You have to say it too.
Talk up youth.
Talk up youth. One more time. Talk up youth, Miss Effie. Talk up youth. To come back. Bye-bye. Alright, David, your time, no boss.
It may only be another minute. It may only be another minute. Another minute to the world again. It may only be another minute. It may only be another minute. So me a pull it. Man, I'm growing up place, so I never get no respect.
Yeah, man, you don't know, this is Naomi Cowan representing for Talk Up Youth. This on every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. Talk Up Youth, me say Talk Up Youth, yeah. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Tell the people.
You may have been hearing the teasers. Now it's official. Beginning Monday, February 9, 2026, Nationwide News Network launches something special. The Nationwide Family Club, exclusively on Patreon.
With the Family Club, members get early access to our documentaries before anyone else. Some of your favorite segments, including Cliff Says, What's on My Mind, Cover Story, and others, will now be a click away inside the Family Club. There are 3 tiers of membership. First, Bronze, the Family Insider, behind-the-scenes access, Monday motivational videos, members-only chats, and on-air birthdays and anniversary shoutouts.
Second, Silver, Nationwide VIP. Breaking news alerts, exclusive documentaries, quizzes, personal milestones celebrated on air, and weekly family roll call mentions. Oh, and for our biggest supporters,
our gold category, elite listener, full archive access, early releases, private studio tours, live show experiences, personalized birthday videos, and exclusive live streams. From historic election coverage to lifetime, impact, Jamaican milestones, and rare archive content. This is nationwide like you've never seen it before. The Nationwide Family Club coming to you February 9, 2026 on Patreon.
Join the family, support Nationwide 90 FM, the station that informs, entertains, and educates. Visit patreon.com/Nationwide News Network. That's patreon.com/Nationwide News Network. Nationwide Family Club, where you are family, because we see you as family.
But is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Suene. Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand. Exciting news! The design studio on Nationwide 90 FM just got a whole lot bigger. Join us this and every Saturday now from 1 to 3 p.m. for an exclusive show that elevates your home, mind, and soul. Discover the latest interior design trends to create your dream sanctuary. Unlock your true potential with personal growth strategies. Nourish your body and spirit with expert wellness tips. Don't miss out on the inspiration you need to live your best life. Tune in to the design studio this and every Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. and take the first step towards a more fulfilling you.
Make me sweat, make me harder.
Tune in to Cliffviews Online, hosted by George Davis, right here on Nationwide 90 FM, Wednesday, February 25, as we broadcast live from the Jamaica Pegasus, where Regency Petroleum Limited is officially launching QPR Pothole Filler, an innovative asphalt repair product designed to provide permanent solutions to Jamaicans' persistent road maintenance challenges. We all know potholes are a daily frustration, draining public resources and damaging vehicles across the island. QPR changes that story. It's the #1 asphalt repair product in the USA, now available in Jamaica. With ministerial endorsement, QPR aligns with government priorities for safer, more efficient infrastructure while supporting a proudly Jamaican-owned company leading innovation in the energy and construction sectors. So tune in to Cliffviews Online, Wednesday, February 25 with George Davis, live from the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel for the official launch of QPR Pothole Filler. This broadcast is brought to you by Regency Petroleum Limited, fueling growth, building Jamaica.
Come into the parlor, there's a welcome there for you.
Welcome to the Mayor's Parlor with Desmond McKenzie.
From 1 to 6 p.m. every Sunday, you'll now get more of your favorite vintage music.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Nationwide 90 FM will transform your Sunday into a musical time machine that will take you way back.
Come with me. Let's go back in time.
This magic moment.
Journey into yesteryear with Desmond McKenzie in the Mayor's Parlor.
I've got the music to jog your memory and make you smile.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the best in vintage music.
Come into the Mayor's Parlor every Sunday between 1 and 6 p.m. Here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media.
Shop at Cameron Industries Limited for all your countertops, cabinets, tiles, and hardware supplies.
Every great project starts at Creative Building Finishes, Jamaica's only choice for the best tiles, best bathrooms, and best kitchens. Whether you're designing, building, renovating, or selecting materials for your next project, we offer exceptional quality, standout designs, and expert guidance you can trust. Visit our showroom in Kingston or Traxall, or explore full range online at www.creativebuildingfinishes.com. Creative Building Finishes, your beautiful finish begins here.
Wait the town of the people.
We love showing you.
In life, like royalty. Hey, if I ever make it in a life, you are gonna be living like royalty. So me happy say the thing alright. Never ever happy think twice, no way. If I ever make it in a life, you are gonna be living like royalty. So me happy say the thing alright. Never ever happy think twice, no way. Me used to sleep on Stagger Coach.
All right, welcome back to the Talk With Radio Show right here on Nationwide 90 FM, the voices of Jamaican youth. And guess what? Guess what? And not less, but guess what? We have wonderful individuals here in the studio today, and we are still talking about youth and sports. Now, I feel like we touched on a traditional sport earlier, and some people don't believe it was a sport, but I'm telling you, it's listed as a sport. That was chess. And now we're going to talk about something that is called Taekwondo, right? Yeah, man, it's called Taekwondo. And we have some wonderful people joining us today, and they are Jamaica's athletes making wave in Taekwondo. And we have here Miss Anik Brown, right? And we also have here with us Khalil McIntosh from Jamaica College and Lamar Henry from Wilma's Boys. And I must point out before I even forget that Miss Anik Brown has a 5th degree black belt, and she is the chairperson for the 2026 tournament here for Taekwondo, right? Yeah, man. So I feel like I'm with the elites today.
You definitely are.
Yes, hello, Miss Brown. How are you doing today?
Good day. I'm well. How are you?
Well, we're all right. How about you, Khalil and Lamar? How are you today? Okay, they respond even in unison.
Yes, it's a training.
It's a training. But I want to ask you the question that is at the forefront of everybody's mind. You know, what is Taekwondo? You know, what is it, Miss Brown?
Well, Taekwondo is a Korean martial art, all about self-defense. We use our hands and our feet to protect ourselves in simple terms.
Okay.
And we have some fundamental tenets that we strive to live by.
Okay. And I feel like you mentioned it's a Korean kind of thing. So how has the culture fused in terms of like Jamaica and Korea? Is it like, you know, going back to that, or you making your own self-implementation, or Jamaica has your own spin on it, or we just following the traditional route as would have been in Korea?
Well, we follow the traditional route mainly. Of course, culture does dictate a few things, but the basic principles are fundamental, and we stick to that.
Thank you so much for that. What about you, gentlemen? Like, what allowed for you to get into this, you know, Taekwondo kind of sort of thing? You know, I know many people, young people your age, be like, all right, yeah, we watch the movies. You know, we watch the movies, so yeah, this is like the main reason for getting into stuff like that. Starting with you, Lamar, what was it like in terms of getting into Taekwondo for you?
In around October of 2023, my school had a demonstration of Taekwondo in the auditorium. I think it was for the restart of the Taekwondo's in schools program. And when I saw the demonstration, I found it interesting. So I decided one day, why not try it out?
Mm-hmm.
And after I did, I realized that, I like this, and I think I'll keep doing this over and over. And I just kept doing it, and now it's been 3 years, and I still am.
Okay, 3 years? That's wonderful. That's a lot of training. Do they have belts too for their 3 years, or it comes over time, Miss Brown?
Well, the time span you get your belts as long as you're consistent. So we have a belt rank system. They come in as white belt, and with each term we try to have grading, so they progress accordingly.
Wow. Okay, how about you?
All the way up to black belt.
All the way up to black belt. All right, yeah, we need probably, you're going to break down the rankings for us to me soon, because wow. How about you, Khalil? What was it like in terms of getting into Taekwondo for you?
When I was younger, I used to do karate, like from basic school up to maybe primary school. I can't remember specifically why I decided to leave, but when I got into high school, I thought maybe I should get into self-defense. Because I realized I'm one of the shortest in the year group.
Okay.
So I might as well get something to, if someone walks up to me, I can at least do something. And yeah, I didn't realize when Taekwondo had first started. I heard it was September, but I joined all the way in last year, January.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much for that, Khalil. And as you said, you know, sometimes you have physical factors that pushes you to do some of these things. You know, for me personally, I don't know. I've never been in a fight before, but I feel like if I did, boy, I would do the first thing to do. But I feel like things like this is really good for folks generally. But how about you though? Mr. Dick Brown, what was it like in terms of getting into Taekwondo for you? You know, because this is like years and stuff for you.
Well, I started a few years ago. As a younger adult, but I always believe in women learning self-defense, and so that was my primary push. And so I got the information, signed up, and here I am, 17 years later.
17 years later, you've been at this, man.
Yes.
But so to explain to us who are like the average folks who don't know nothing about this Taekwondo kind of thing, you know, the level and rankings and stuff like that, because you spoke about like in terms of like certain things that you follow. Explain us some of that, but also like the rankings in terms of like belts and stuff like that.
All right, so we have 10 colored belts system, and we have 9 degrees of black belt. So you start out as a white belt and you go up the rank. So we have yellow, green, blue, red, and there are some stripes in between that. And then there's 9 degrees of black belt, as I said. So you start as a first degree and you go up all the way to 9 degree.
I talk about like consistency though, because we were talking earlier about whether is it like natural talent better than, for example, consistent hard work. I know that this might be a pillar for your kind of sport in terms of consistency. Talk to us a little bit about like consistency in terms of, for example, Taekwondo.
Well, consistency and discipline is the key. It will definitely make the difference. As you can see with the young men here today, Lamar and Khalil, that, you know, they have been consistent, and so they have attained some training over the years and moved up the belt rank, so they're no longer in white belt. For me, you can see it as well, where I'm now a 5th degree black belt. So consistency is important, commitment, dedication, raw talent is a plus too, but I mean, the talent is there. Sometimes once you join any sport, Taekwondo being one, of course, we can unearth some of the natural skills that persons didn't even realize that they have.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Brilliantly you said a while ago. How about you guys though? Khalil, you know, what was it like in terms of like consistency for you? Because I know that you have school to balance, you know, and all that jazz. What has been like the bedrock for you in terms of being consistent in terms of Taekwondo? Because I know you probably want to move up the ranks in terms of belt as well. So talk to us a little bit about that.
I'm in 5th form currently, so I'm studying for CSEC in a few months. And back in 4th form, I would just map out specific days to train, so that even if I don't have the time because of SBAs, teachers, homework, and group projects, I could at least practice something. And I've seen many other members try to go about, oh, I can just take a day off, or they might stop training altogether. And the one thing I've seen is that you always have to practice. You can't just walk through something. Practice is always perfect.
Thank you so much for that, Khalil. How about you, Lamar?
Now I am in 3rd form, and this is my subject selection phase. In terms of consistency, I have at sometimes thought of giving up, because the program at Wilmers has just recently gained popularity. So for about a year or two, I was the only one there training, really. There was nobody else. So I only had myself to motivate me and my trainer. So I couldn't do much else. And now I decided I wanted to CSEC math early, so I have more work to do. But in my case, I don't really have a problem balancing it, because if I'm not training, I'm studying.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for that, Lemar. I think we want to get to the meat of the matter now for you now, Miss Brown. You know, the tournament, that is like the thing to talk about because it's coming back from COVID-19. No, so tell me about the tournament because I know that this is like a big thing for you. So what's it like?
The Jamaica Taekwondo Association usually has its annual tournament. We took a break during COVID-19 pandemic, as you know. A lot of things took a break, but we actually started back our tournament last year. What we are pushing this year now is the rebirth of the high school sparring competition.
Okay.
So, hence, Khalil and Lamar will be competitors in the tournament, which is set for Saturday, March the 7th, 2026, at the Alfred Sangster Auditorium, UTEC.
Yes.
All right, so gates open at 9 a.m. And so we invite persons to come out because we're going to have martial arts schools from all over, right? So we'll have at least 20 martial arts schools, not just Taekwondo schools, and you'll have kiddies competing as well as middle age students as well as adults, maybe.
David asking if Miss Brown going to be fighting as well or competing. He said he's coming just for that.
Yes, David. David is in the back end of the studio and he is very intrigued about whether or not Miss Brown is going to come out and show up too. But yes, we invite David and the rest of Jamaica to come out on Saturday, March the 7th, 2026 at the Alfred Sangster Auditorium. So we'll be there. It's only $1,000 a person, 13 years and over to enter. And children under 12 years old, 3 to 11, thereabout, it's $500 for entry fee.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for sharing that much. Also, because I feel like one of the things that we have to reconcile here is how Taekwondo is helping young people. And I want to know like the aim in terms of just trying to help and shape young people in general from your standpoint.
Well, the Jamaica Taekwondo Association, being a non-profit organization, one of their core values is just helping youths, especially when the high school boys program started a few years ago, about 2003 or 4 thereabout. It was the brainchild of the association and partnership with Mackay Security, who's also a sponsor of our tournament this year, just to tap into helping to to help to control and direct the youths, especially the boys, in a more positive light instead of having them always putting their energies in the wrong space. So the high school program was birthed then, and we decided that as an association, we'd want the gentlemen to be able to, now have their ability to compete in a friendly, safe environment without the unnecessary outside rivalry, but friendly rivalry. And so we have seen where it has helped them. We have had many persons over the years come from the high school program who have gone on to represent Jamaica, even as far as the Olympic level.
Wow.
So we are very confident in the Jamaica Taekwondo Association high school program. So we have seen where it has helped them, and it has helped to create balance. The gentleman testified earlier about how they have managed to stay committed, and we have seen other persons. We have had the likes of Nicholas Dessard, Richard Stone, Akino Lindsay, and Akeem Lawrence as some of the talks of the town who have represented Jamaica from being a part of the high school program.
Whoa, when she said Nicholas a while ago, I thought she was going to talk about me, but I was like, no, sir.
Oopsie, snoozy lose.
Right. But I just want to collect. But yes, but what about like the tournament though? What has been like the most rewarding thing for you in terms of planning this tournament? Because I want to hear like from your side, because I know this has been like something that you might be looking forward to.
Well, I mean, personally, as a chairperson, it's nice to see us transform an arena. We have had the tournament at the National Indoor Center. This year we'll be at the Alfred Sangster Auditorium, which was where it started years ago. We're just going back home last year and this year. But we really want to spread our wings even further. But it has been rewarding just seeing us transform these spaces with the mats, seeing the children come out at 3, 4, 5 years old.
Whoa.
And just to watch them put on a show for the crowd and just develop the ladies sparring, the men sparring, patterns, power breaking. So it's a plethora of things. One of the big things for me is also seeing the sponsors get an opportunity to just earmark their products and be a part of it and blend martial arts into their product line.
Whoa, yeah, man. Okay, if it is that you are on YouTube, of course, you can turn your attention to the flyer that is that is playing on the screen right now. We want to ask you, gentlemen, though, for those young people who are out there who are considering, should I take up this taekwondo thing? Because I've always seen it, I've always heard about it for the most part. What has it helped you? How has it shaped you as an individual? I'd say. I start with you though, Lemar. What change has you seen because you would have done and learned a bit more about taekwondo for yourself?
I have seen myself develop more self-control and respect for other people.
Okay, thank you for that. How about you, Khalil?
I've definitely seen myself become more disciplined when it comes to how I approach school and, any social or even work-wise.
Well, thank you. And I feel like those things are what we're trying to, cause that balance for young people, because I feel like many young people just see the academics, Miss Brown. They don't see the academics and say, okay, it's academics alone. And we want to ensure that our young people have that balance,
Because everything comes together in the grand scheme of things. Their future self will love them for it. They just don't realize it yet. But the testimonies are there, it creates that balance, the discipline, the drive, the determination, and as I said, we have our tenets that we live by, the courtesy. So we show respect for each other and our integrity, being honest in the things that we do.
Yeah.
So
what about like students for you though, who are considering this whole, kind of martial arts? You have ways like he mentioned kung fu earlier. You have taekwondo. Why would that verse say right that we're going to do taekwondo above all the rest? Because this is your appeal now to those people who,
I mean, in life we all have options. Khalil mentioned his first starting out, but here he is now. Look at him now. So taekwondo is where it's at. But we do appreciate all the martial arts. We do. Persons have an option. But I would say taekwondo, because of its natural form, we would invite persons to gravitate towards it. We believe in using the hands and feet as our personal. I'm so glad that the persons on radio can't hear David in the background in our ears, right? However, yes, as I was saying, taekwondo is a natural art, and so we use our hands and our feet to protect ourselves in everything that we do. And so we will think that persons would want to just move naturally in all that they do. And so taekwondo is the chosen sport.
Well, yeah, that was a very diplomatic answer, David, right? Very diplomatic. I feel like there's a bit of committee actually happening here, because we're not ostracizing the other areas of martial arts, but we're also making that it's there, but ours is better for sure. But we want to, for you all to attend that tournament that's happening on March the 7th, 2026 at the Alfred Sangster Auditorium, UTEC, starting at 9 a.m. and we'll be there until about 7 p.m. Thank you. Lastly, in terms of like parental support and guidance and stuff like that, could you make an appeal to parents as well? Because I think one of those things we have to look at is that you have the parents out there who be like, relevance, no, money, no, stuff like that. So help the parents understand the importance of their child being able to take up something like this along those lines.
Well, the parents, I think, taekwondo is an affordable sport, right? So, and we have the high school program, which is sponsored.
Oh.
So, I mean, if the boys are there at Jamaica College, Kingston College, Wolmer's boys, just to name a few, right, and St. George's College, we have the programs there, and so they can, sign up the students for it. We have other martial arts schools within Jamaica. We also have branches in Mandeville, Montego Bay, so they can reach out to us at the Jamaica Taekwondo Association, and of course we will give them the options in terms of affordability, as there are different schools available for them to invest in their child's development. But it's not expensive. At the end of the day, you want your child to learn how to protect themselves. It's a big, interesting, dangerous world out there that we live in. And so being able to protect yourself mentally and physically is important.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much for that, Miss Brown. And lastly, gentlemen, for any young folks who are out there who want to take up Taekwondo, let them know that it's something to tell them your experience generally and just why it is a good avenue to take for you. Go ahead. You can start with you, Khalil.
Could you repeat the question?
Okay, so I asking you to make an appeal to those younger folks who be like, yeah man, we want to take up Taekwondo, but we're not sure if we want to take up Taekwondo kind of vibe. So let them know why it would be a better route to go generally. I think that's the answer to the question I'm asking.
Well, Taekwondo, I know it's not for everyone because I've seen a lot of people that say Taekwondo, that karate food. But I think if you want to develop or find a skill, maybe it's definitely not a hobby. But if you want to do something impactful, you could try it out a few times.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, Khalil. How about you, Lemar?
Alright, in my opinion now, let's say if you want to approach Taekwondo, let's say you're doing a lot of schoolwork but you don't do anything else, you're like, oh, I wish I had something to do. I would use that something to approach. It also helps you to find a balance between things, because for example, there is a theory part of Taekwondo, there's a technical part, and then there's a fighting part, but obviously it's not encouraged to focus on one part over the other. So it can help you to find a balance between two areas. So if you have the time and you would like to do the sport, I would encourage you.
Oh, thank you so much for that, Lamar. And lastly, for you, Mr. Nick Brown, let the people know generally again your event that you have coming up, and just like your final words to the folks who are listening, and appeal generally.
All right, thank you, Nicholas. All right, so Jamaica, you're invited to come out on Saturday, March the 7th, 2026, to the 2026 Open Invitational Taekwondo Championship, right, where we'll have at least over 20 martial arts schools vying and competing in patterns, forms, sparring, power breaking, technical breaking. The high school fight-off is about to go off, right, the rebirth of it. So we're invited to come out and see which high school, right, will be successful in regaining the title. There have been some rivalries over the years between Calabar and Kingston College and you name them, St. George's College, Wolmer's, yes, they'll be there. And so we invite you to come out. It's only $1,000 for adults 13 years and over, and children under 12 years old, $500. We want to acknowledge our sponsors so far and invite others to come on board, right? So we want to big up Mackay Security Limited, Artistry Digital Printing and Craft Store, and Attack Box Limited. So come out Saturday, March 7th at the Alfred Sangster Auditorium. You will be entertained.
Yes.
You can sign up your children, right, and yourself for martial arts.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. You know, one done it, guys. But I tell you, you're going. They're going to there too. So Miss Brown is going to be there. You're going to see Labar. You're going to see Khalil. You're going to see their parents. You're going to see everybody there. And of course, I'll also, maybe we're gonna try to show up and get support, because of course, maybe one day. And David is going to be there too. Listen, this is where you hold David accountable, because we say it live, so you can go back to this live feed and hold him accountable for that much. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for that.
Right.
I'm happy that you guys not hearing David. But nonetheless, we had a wonderful, riveting conversation with the folks here today. Miss Nick Brown, she is a 5th degree black belt and chairperson for the 2026 tournament committee for Taekwondo here in Jamaica. And also we chatted with Khalil McIntosh from Jamaica College, and we also spoke to Lamar Henry from Wolmer's Boys High School, and of course they talked to us about Taekwondo today, and I'm happy that I got a little feel of what this is like, them ways. But I'm imploring you all to check out the event, and aside from that, take up Taekwondo if it's that you're not gonna do, or if you want,
even if you have things doing.
Yeah, too. Yeah, thank you.
Self-defense is important. Self-defense is important.
Self-defense is important, so get it done. Guys, thank you so much again for being here with us, and of course we're gonna run to a quick break, David. We're gonna talk back to you all in a few. Talk up, Yout, Miss Effie. All right.
Talk up, Yout.
All right, we're going to do this again, because I probably should have given like an introduction, like a little run through. So I said talk up, Yout, Miss Effie. Talk up, Yout. But we don't say youth, with the H.
We leave off the H.
We say the Jamaican way. We say Yout. So 1, 2, 3. Talk up, Yout, Miss Effie.
Talk up, Yout.
Hey, so come back. So come.
Talk up, Yout, and talk the truth. I asked the bush that representing for Talk Up, Youths, here and nationwide. 90 FM, every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush!
For a limited time, Home International Limited is offering a special price on select Korean colors. You can't miss this. Choose Korean for your kitchen or bathroom countertops. Korean is durable, beautiful, and long-lasting. Solid right through and no sealing necessary. Visit us at 104 Constant Spring Road or telephone 876-755-1970 or 276-6448. Open Mondays to Fridays, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
We love showing you the fun side of Jamaica. New places, good food, real vibes, and pure adventure.
Sweet Jamaica, we not left ya.
If you enjoy exploring with us, come closer. Join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
We not left ya. Ain't nothing like this sweet cool breeze I jammed up.
If you love the vibes, the laughs, and the real talk, then you're one of us. Don't just listen, belong. Join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club on Patreon.
For a limited time, Home International Limited is offering a special price on select Korean colors. You can't miss this. Choose Korean for your kitchen or bathroom countertops. Korean is durable, beautiful, and long-lasting. Solid right through and no sealing necessary. Visit us at 104 Constant Spring Road or telephone 876-755-1970 or 276-6448. Open Mondays to Fridays, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Hey my peeps, get this on the regular. Your HIV status if you consider. The least you ever test once a year. Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Cause it might not show up on your timeline and you learn too late so you're out of time. A progressive future, mandatory. Real long life, our story. You hear?
Remember, update your status in a real life. Go HIV test today.
Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Real long life, our story. Real long life for Yout, coming from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
More parts, more brands, same Berts you trust. From Audi to BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Volkswagen, we bring premium German service and suspension parts straight from Europe to Yout. No waiting on imports, no delays, just quality parts available when you want them. Visit any of our locations, Camp Road, Malines Road, or Hagley Park today. More parts, more brands, same Berts. It hurts if you don't check Berts.
I only have Hanes for you.
For underwear that feels so good against your skin, it's got to be Hanes. Look and feel your best. Trend right in stylish Hanes undershirts, V and crew necks and A shirts, absorbent Hanes socks, and high quality Comfort Flex Hanes boxer briefs. All 100% cotton. Get the cool all-day comfort you deserve with Hanes quality underwear.
Hanes, you can't go wrong with a brand so strong.
I only have Hanes for you.
Every great project starts at Creative Building Finishes, Jamaica's only choice for the best tiles, best bathrooms, and best kitchens. Whether you're designing, building, renovating, or selecting materials for your next project, we offer exceptional quality, standout designs, and expert guidance you can trust. Visit our showroom in Kingston or Traxall, or explore full range online at www.creativebuildingfinishes.com. Creative Building Finishes, your beautiful finish begins here.
The news cycle doesn't end on Friday. It needs perspective. That's why every Sunday at midday, Nationwide 90 FM presents The Week That Was. A clear, informed review of the top stories that shaped the past week, what really mattered and what lies ahead. No noise, no theatrics, just analysis, context, and clarity. The Week That Was. Sundays at 12 noon with a repeat at 6:30 p.m. Understand the news before the week begins. Only on Nationwide 90 FM, a new revolution in media.
Power in great moments. If you have financial needs, Chris and Charles will fix them for you. Power in great moments since 1992. Oh, we have it all. Power in great moments. Relax, you got Chris and Charles. Oh, we have it all.
The news cycle doesn't end on Friday. It needs perspective. That's why every Sunday at midday, Nationwide 90 FM presents The Week That Was. A clear, informed review of the top stories that shaped the past week, what really mattered and what lies ahead. No noise, no theatrics, just analysis, context, and clarity. The Week That Was. Sundays at 12 noon with a repeat at 6:30 p.m. Understand the news before the week begins. Only on Nationwide 90 FM, a new revolution in media.
Is the time. Youth for chat and youth for act and youth for unite right now. No silence, you youth. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Tell the people.
This is where reggae music comes from. Yeah, this area.
Talk up youth and talk the truth. I ask the bush that representing for Talk Up Youths. Here and nationwide, 90 FM, every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bush!
My daddy made it out of the ghetto. Believe in your dreams, believe you and me, don't let go. We're living it up. Having a good time, baby. I was born uptown, now the ghetto tree, now ain't life crazy. Daddy made it out.
So welcome back to the Talk With Radio Show, and we're going to say goodbye now. I said welcome and goodbye. Oh, that sound. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. But nonetheless, we had a wonderful show today, and it was me, you, and David, and all the other folks who came through today. yeah, man, for sure. David, we know, man. Thank you. But yeah, we spoke earlier today to Javon Fagan, and we also spoke, yes, we also spoke to Bernard Pitts, and then we spoke to Jaden Forshaw, and then we got down to the nitty-gritty with some other people who were there. We spoke to Mr. Nika Brown, Khalil, and Lamar, who spoke to us, and we want to thank so much everybody for being here today. We want to thank our executive producer, that's Madame Empress Golin, and of course our producer for today, that is Damien Scarlett, and of course Nationwide 90 FM and their executive team. I want to thank David McNeish. David, we make himself all the time over that side, and of course I'm Nicholas Williamson, and we're gonna make way now for the design studio with Miss Karen Burger, you know, and then of course we have Pepita outside later. But we want you to come back next week, stick and stay for next week, you know, and don't move a muscle at 1 o'clock, you know, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on your Saturdays, on your radios. We soon come, or we're going away, I don't know, we're just rushing. But goodbye everybody, until next week. I'm Nicholas Williamson. Talk of Youth, Miss Effie. Talk of Youth. Goodbye.
Daddy made it out of the ghetto. Believe in your dreams, believe you and me, don't let go. We're living it up, having a good time, baby. I was born uptown, now the ghetto dream, now don't be lazy. Uptown Jamaica, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days. Burning Babylon and them.
Stand for your rights now. Now is the time. Youth for chat and youth for act and youth for unite right now. No silence, you youth. You have to stand for your rights now. Now is the time.